JJ, since you're not here today, this will be your video lesson today. Forgot where we start off from, and where we're at right now. But we can just build up upon that, okay? So we're gonna do really basic things. First of all, we're gonna focus on our position, right? Our posture and our positions, what we're doing. With the violin, holding the violin with contact under the chin and on top of your shoulder, or right here where the chest is at, okay? Number 2 of contact is your bowing, your bow arm, okay? Super important when it comes to your bow arm, okay? So when you're doing it, I want you to use it with your left hand. You can put your violin down, okay? You don't have to hold it like me. You're gonna hold your violin bow with your left hand. How do you know? Use the L's, okay? With that, think of like a bunny, like kind of like this. See, you see that? Like a bunny? Yeah, Try that out, try it out. Okay, but first of all, you gotta shake your hand and relax, okay? It needs to bounce up a little bit like that because that's relaxing. Now, if it's like this, that's not relaxing, okay? I can tell. You can tell too. Not relaxing. This is relax. Yeah, there you go. Try that out. All right, so moving on. Remember, like I said, hold like a bunny, right? Okay, so you look closely on your violin. Let's look closely, okay? Very closely. You see a black part, color black, brown, which is the stick of your bow, and then the black cushion part, right? Okay, cool. So that is where the tip of your thumb right here, the tip of your thumb is gonna go right there, okay? Like right here. You see that? Watch, look closely. Boom, right there. Not in here, because that's gonna hurt you. Right here. Perfect. And how does your thumb look like? You gotta make sure, let's see, that's not a good angle. Gotta make sure it looks like this. Bent. It looks kind of weird. Bent like that. Not like this, not like that. Bent like an L, okay? This is when your thumb is bent. So we're gonna bend your thumb. Now, our second part, so that's the first part. Second part is we have in your finger, we have the baby knuckle right here and the big knuckle, right? Big knuckle goes on what? Yeah, the silver part, okay? So you're gonna put on the silver part, bam, just like that. Look, big knuckle, baby knuckle, big knuckle, okay? We'll use the baby knuckle too, but that comes in play later. But right now, we're focused on the big knuckle, okay? Thumb is still the same, remember? Bent? Great. Now your third one, okay? This is the pinky part. It needs to be like a rainbow. Rainbow, rainbow. Not like this, not like that. Rainbow. And it goes on top of the eye of the frog. Sounds like the song Eye of the Tiger. But this right here, the little dot, that's the eye of the frog, okay? That's where you're gonna put your pinky on top. Don't go any further because it will be straight like this. Yuck. No, because your pinky will hurt as you play. Okay, so you wanna make sure it's curved. Honestly, you don't need your pinky. If I cut off my own pinky, I could still play without it. And I'll show you, watch. Right? Right? So cool. But pinky right on top, rainbow, on top of the iron frog. Good. Now the last two are these two fingers. These two fingers can just relax. Like that. Not under, okay? Just put it on there. It could cover the eye. If you want to use your ring finger, on the right side, it could cover the eye of the frog too if you want, okay? But it's not required. What is required is that your big knuckle is on the silver part, your pinky is on the eye of the frog, and your thumb is where the brown area and bent, okay? That's really important because as you hold that, it will create flexibility within your wrist and your fingers. Do you see my fingers? Watch. It retracts like what? What does it look like? And I hope you're saying the right word because to me, I think of like flexibility and fluidity, more like water, right? And what's moving kind of like that in the water, except for fishes. You could say jellyfish, octopus, and maybe squids, you know? Yeah, so you gotta think about that. And use a mirror, okay? Use a mirror. It's your best friend, trust me. You don't have to look at yourself. You just gotta look at make sure, like, okay, is my posture good? Okay. Is my bowing good? So you want to really look like, yes, it's nice. Another technique as well, when we first start off, we always put our flat hair bow, right? You see the stick? The stick is kind of covering like the horsehair, right? But look at my fingers. Look at my knuckles and fingers and my wrist. Watch. Whoa, what do you see? It's different, right? Different angle. So when you're putting like this is more for like loud and forte and like when you jump your strings a lot, like, right? But this part, when it's like bent, it's more like softer, much more beautiful and like a warm tone. So it really does matter how you tilt your bow. This or this. Now, I've never seen anyone done this before, but you know, we're a new generation, so maybe someone could come up with that, right? But for now, we're gonna focus on flat here or tilt it, okay? But every time we play something like scale-wise, we always tilt towards the bow, okay? Towards our scroll, scroll. All right, so how do we remember how to put on violin now, okay? So I talked about the bow hand because the bow hand is very super important because that's the one that makes the music, right? I could do this, but where's my music? I mean, yeah, you hear some stuff, but I don't hear any music, right? Do you? No, okay. So that's why it's very important, okay? All right, so this is important as well, holding the violin, right? So when you're holding the violin, there's some ways that I do it, because I know some students just put it up here, okay? Yeah, okay, cool, but we don't want to skip steps, okay? So our first step is we're gonna put our body straight, like this. Back straight, not like this, not like that. Straight. Good. Okay. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna hold your violin just like this. Left hand holding on this side of the violin, okay? You see where your chin rest is at? Opposite side. Hold it like that. Nice and nice, have a nice grip, not let go of it. Never drop your violin, okay? So you're gonna put it up in front of you. Good. Now you're gonna go all the way to the side. Leave your body straight. Just move your arm. Great. Okay. And then what you're gonna do, you're gonna turn your violin upside down. Upside down, slowly. Good. Once it's upside down, put it right into your neck. There you go. And you make it comfortable. The reason why I move it is because I want to make it comfortable for myself. So we have a contact point, like I said, under your chin, on your shoulder, and towards your chest. Those are the two contact points to hold it. Okay. Now your third contact point, 1, 2, 3, okay, is towards right here. Okay. So since we're starting out, let's just do open strings, right? Let's do G, D, A, and E. And just hold it right here. And I want you to do long bows, not short bows, and not quiet. I want you to do forte, means loud and strong, okay? So let's start on G. Start on your frog. Remember, don't forget about the bow hold. If it's hard for you to do it, I want you to put your bow on here and then fix it, okay? It's easier, look. So much easier. I can move my whole hand, right? Put it on the violin. There you go, and fix it, okay? All right, and then you can pause this until you're done. And when you're ready, just click on play again. And then we're gonna do the G string. Ready? Start from frog and go. Long bow. Next one is D. Good. All right, one thing when you also play the bow, don't look at me because you know you're playing from G to D, okay? You don't have to look at me, you're just gonna listen. So with that, I want you to focus. Now, I want you to do it again, but I want you to focus on where your bow is going because we don't want your bow like this. No, okay? We want your bow to go straight down forward, okay? I know my kind look like that, but it's better than all the way towards, okay? So really control the way how you move your bow, okay? Now they come with the arm too, okay? Let me just tell you. Use a wad if you have to. But look at my arm, the one that looks like a chicken wing. Okay. So when you do it, let's say for example on the D string, okay? Maybe the D string a little bit better. So I'm gonna go down. So when I get here, I don't move my big arm. I don't move this part anymore. This part stays still. What moves is gonna be my forearm and then my wrist and fingers. There you go. I know you're like, oh my gosh, your fingers off. That's fine, that's fine. You're using the whole bow. Now when you come back up, it's fingers, wrist, forearm, and then guess what? Your arm. See? So you gotta make sure you kind of like break it apart little by little. And when you get better, it's gonna be super easy. Right? Super easy. Fluid, and it's not so hard to make sure it's always going like this. Right? Okay. So that's the next step, okay? We could just keep doing open strings as well, okay? Now, I also want to do like some little rhythms, so let's do some quick rhythms, okay? It's going to be follow the leader, you just follow what I do, okay? And then you forget, go back and try it again, okay? Don't give yourself a pass. Try to do it right, okay? Do your best. It's like a little test for you, okay? Ready? All right. Take a deep breath. Okay. We're gonna do short and long, okay? So short, you could use half a bow or just a tiny bit. But long, I do want you to try to use like your whole bow, okay? If you can't use it, it's all right. But you need to understand that there's a difference between a long and a short note, okay? So make sure if it's gonna be a short, make sure it's a short. If it's gonna be a long note, make sure it's a long note, right? And I'll do my best. Okay, ready? All right, listen first. Let's see. Okay, your turn. Great. Okay, so the next one is going to be a little bit different now, okay? So our long bows, so that's just like a little warm-up. Our long bows we consider as quarter notes, and our short bows will be considered as eighth notes, okay? So now we're going into rhythms. Rhythms are a little bit hard, but once you have it in you, super easy, okay? All right, ready? Here's the next one. All right, one last one, okay? Ready? Let's see, let me think of, let's give it a little challenge, because I think you can do it. All right, And if it's too easy, come back next week and tell me, it's a little bit too easy. Then I could give you more of a challenge, okay? All right, let's see. What's a good challenge? Okay, are you ready? This one's gonna be kind of hard. Haha. Well, do your best on that, and then when you come back next week, let me know, okay? And if you have any questions, remember, always what? Write down your questions for me, okay? So therefore, I do my best to answer your questions, okay? All right, there you go. That's your lesson for today. I'll see you next week, okay?